Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for today's game? It is the Chiefs facing off against the Broncos. Minor league tackle. We have an interesting matchup today. Unfortunately, we do not have a lineup for the Chiefs today, so I won't be able to call out their names as they make plays, but I do have the Broncos lineup. It is Lane C, 25, Louis Ciola, 45, Tyler Lambert, 41, Drew Carpenter, 85, Dalton Deloach, 79, Lynn Finch, 35, Dawson Gamble, 67, Aiden Griggs, 15, Paxton Harwell, 81, Chase Haynes, 31, Sam Hicks, 75, Andy something, 77, Dalton P, 11, Nick Shannon, 55, and Micah Joyner, 65. As I'm sure you heard, both of the teams were getting pumped up by their coaches, getting ready to go today. I gotta say, I'm really excited to be out here watching this game today. I saw a lot of great things from both of these teams at the Jamboree, so it'll be interesting to see what they can pull off today after making their improvements throughout the week. And just so you know, I forgot to announce it, but I'm Iceberg. Well, today ought to be an interesting game. I see a lot of big kids on both sides of the ball, so there definitely won't be a lack of size going into this game. Can't help but notice the Chiefs' defensive line having some good size on them. That ought to really help them out in today's game. Here goes the first play of the game. This will be started at their 25-yard line. It's a pass to the outside. And he's brought down, but not before getting some significant yards. It is now second and about a few inches. The Broncos have started this out really strong. If the Chiefs want a chance at stopping them, they're really going to have to utilize their big men up front. And just to say, this is in fact the Chiefs' second game today. They've had a doubleheader. That's really impressive to be able to get all these guys back and in to play another game. That's a good job by the coaching staff, by getting these players together, getting them recharged and ready to go again. That appears to have been for a slight loss on the play. It is now 3rd down and 1. And number 41 breaks through a few tackles, breaks another tackle, but is brought down by a few Chiefs, primarily number 44. That run was made by number 41, Tyler Lambert. I actually know his older brother. He goes to the high school. He plays for us, actually.
He was actually in last night, wasn't he?
He was in last night, and he did a great job. I think his little brother's better, though.
I have no comment for that.
And the cameraman pleads the fifth. Can't help but to notice a real ferocity on the Broncos' offensive line, getting that push, pushing them downfield. That's really impressive to see, especially in a minor league tackle game, seeing that intensity and ferocity come out of not just one, but a few of their players. The Chiefs are doing a good job of swarming the ball, but they really need to hold their own up front. It looks like the Chiefs are kind of getting caught off guard. They really need to work on getting ready before the play starts. Oh, and he's almost taken down by number 65. But not before getting a first down for the Broncos.
What I have noticed is the Chiefs looks like they can stuff the middle and hold the outside.
Yeah, they're doing a good job holding up the middle, but they can't seem to control the outside. That's really where they're starting to lack. Because they got some big guys up front, and they're using them very well. However, when it comes to running outside, they're just dominating over the Chiefs. And a quick pass to the outside, but it is dropped, fumbled, but it is recovered. Got to say that was a good job by the Chiefs defense to get into the ball and making sure that it was in fact a dead ball. It is now fourth. No, it is actually second and long. Oh! Woo! That was a great hit by number 75, just knocking him straight down.
And yet again, another big swarm of Chiefs taking him down once more.
Yeah, that was a group of Chiefs taking him down, but that was primarily led by number 75. Unfortunately, we cannot give any names at this moment, perhaps later in the season when we have a roster. And it is a handoff to number 45, and he shakes off one of the defenders, shakes off two, and almost breaks the third tackle, but not before getting another first down.
Oh, no, he's short.
He's short? Fourth and 2. Correction, I apologize, but it's still a great run regardless. All they got to do is get a good push up the middle, maybe dive for a few yards, and they have their first down right there. And they'll be well on their way to getting a touchdown in the first quarter.
And yet again, another example of not having any protection to the outside.
Yeah, the Chiefs really got to utilize getting those big guys pushing the line. The linebackers have to see that they're running on the outside, and they really have to attack there because their linemen have it pretty well done on the front line, keeping it stuffed. Because there's no way that kid's going to run directly up the middle. Once again, another great run by number 45, Louis Cinciola. Cinciolo. Thank you, Coach. It appears as though number 41 is ready to go back in. They're going to have to wait a play just for the sake of time. However, he will be going in soon. They're in a very tight formation right here. It's a quick pass out to the left to number 11. He's going to run it in. Gain of maybe 1 or 2 yards, but he's brought down by a whole meeting of Chiefs. Yeah, that is a very good point made by Cameron. The passing game for the Broncos has probably been the best I've seen within the minor league games. Like, it's very impressive because I don't think I've seen more than 1 drop pass this game. And that's something very rare, especially with this age group. They've got a very talented quarterback. Let's see how well they utilize him. It is now 2nd and 8 with 48 seconds left in the first quarter. It's a handoff, but he's taken down by the Chiefs, number 79. And 78 fell right on top of him. Kind of adds an extra smack to the face, you know. I kind of like that.
Don't you just love how some of these coaches can sit here and just get these boys fired up even when they're out there on the field?
Yes, that's a very good point made by my cameraman. You got to love how the refs will just, or how the coaches will just stay on the line, get their kids all fired up. It's much different from watching the other team's kids get beaten with a shirt by one of the other players. That's happening right now. I wish you guys could see it. It's actually pretty funny. And strange at the same time. I'm not really sure what to think about it. And it's a handoff to number 45 again. Shakes off 1 tackle, and he goes home. That's a touchdown, Broncos. That was a great job up front blocking, keeping the Chiefs from penetrating. It's one thing I've noticed is their offensive line, they might not be able to move them, but they certainly keep them from getting in the backfield. And that's a really good job. Here comes the Broncos offense with another point. It's a pass. If he can make this in, this will be 2 points. That is 2 more points for the Broncos offense. It is now 8-0 with only 17 seconds left to go in the first quarter. I've seen nothing but great drives from the Broncos offense so far. It's got to be a combination of a great line up front, a great quarterback, and great coaching. It's just all around have been a great job. Let's see if the Chiefs can respond.
As I've noticed, is that the Broncos actually used up most of that first quarter. It looks like about 4 minutes and what looks like about 44 seconds.
Yeah, that is a very great point. They have great clock management. That was a whole first quarter with them just being on offense.
About 7 minutes, not 4 minutes.
It was 7 minutes. I apologize. That is great clock management by the coaches. And in comes number 11. And a timeout.
No. Okay, we have a correction now. We have a correction. The score was 8-0, but now it is 7-0 because it was a backwards pass.
Oh, we have a correction on the scoreboard. It is not 8-0 because it was in fact a backwards pass that does not count as a pass into the end zone. Therefore, they only got 1 point for that drive, and it is now 7-0. Either way, still a great play by the offense. And there is a small child putting his mouth on the Gatorade over there. You got to love watching the sidelines. You're seeing the difference between the coaches watching their kids and the coaches, talking to them, getting them fired up and getting them ready to mentally and physically ready to go out there and play. And 44 is running downfield, and he will not be stopped. This is going to be about a 70-yard drive down the field by number 44. I sure do wish I could tell you his name. However, we do not have a roster once again. That was a great run by the offense, though. Getting that blocking up front and letting him get a hole through that. Woo! I'm pumped up now. Can't even finish my sentences. With 0.3 seconds on the board, nonetheless. And there's still a kid fighting the other kid with the T-shirt and holding onto his face mask. Hey! It really is a shame when the guy in the press box has to stop a fight on the sideline. That's just terrible. I understand the coaches are in the game, but they really got to watch the kids on their bench.
I just noticed the kid just ran 75 yards in about 9 seconds.
Yeah, that was a very impressive and fast run by that kid. It's a real shame the coaches aren't over here getting their reserves pumped up and ready to go in. And it's a run to the outside, but it is almost stopped short. However, it is enough to tie up the game 7-7 with 0.3 seconds on the clock. We're going to see if the Broncos will decide to use this 0.3 seconds, see if they can, do a little sneaking play, get another touchdown, or if they're just going to let it ride out. It'll all depend on how the Chiefs' defense responds. It is almost the second quarter. We have about 0.3 seconds to go. And he's going to run it up the middle. He breaks a few tackles. He's going to keep him up. If he keeps running. Oh, but he's taken down at the very last second by number 44, I believe. Yes, 44. That was a great job by the Chiefs defense. Unfortunately, like this time, they were a little bit unprepared. However, number 44 really came through for him and got that tackle. We're going to take this end of the quarter to remind you of our sponsors, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, and Certified Carpet Cleaning and Restoration. Thank you for making this all possible.
Something I have noticed once again is that they're always booting it to the outside, no matter what. It's to the outside every time now.
Yeah, they've really been utilizing their skill to boot it to the outside with the Broncos offense. They've been doing a great job at that. That's probably one of their best plays that they've done. That's what's been driving them down the field. It's what kept it's what's going to keep their drive alive. It's taken down about 6 yards. It will be now 2nd and 4. Correction, 2nd and 5. I'm not good at counting. All right, here we go again. The ball snapped, and it's a quarterback keeper straight up the middle, no gain. I believe it may have been fumbled, and he just fell on it.
Yeah,
It's very hard to tell.
It was a fumbled snap is what I saw. It was a fumble.
It was a fumbled snap, correction. I thought it was a keeper. Either way, no gain on the play. It is 3rd down and 4. 5. Once again, I'm not good with counting.
Again, the Chiefs are looking like they're going to try to put a new cornerback out there, try to stop the outside run.
All right, it is 3rd down, 5 to go. 6 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Let's see if they can use this to their advantage. Run down the clock a little bit and get that 1st down. As a pass to the outside of number 41, but it is fumbled, and it is recovered by the Chiefs. Wow. That was good job by number 15.
First drop pass of the game turns out to be a turnover.
I can't wait to get a roster for these guys. You know, it'd be a great calling out their names so they can hear it. It is a timeout for an injured player. It is a Bronco. He's down on the field. It looks like he might have just gotten the wind knocked out of him. I can't tell, as I did not see that particular instance happen. We do hope he's okay.
Could be another cramp. I've actually noticed a lot of cramps out here.
Yeah, there have been a lot of cramps out here today. They really got to work with getting their teams hydrated. Okay, it looks like he's okay, just cramping up a bit, maybe twisted an ankle or something. It is number 65. He's played a great game. Good job to you, Micah Joyner. Hopefully you'll be back in very soon.
I actually had several cramps last night during the game, and actually I noticed.
Did I ask? All right, here we go again with another Chiefs drive. It's a handoff to number 44. He breaks through one tackle. He's brought down eventually, but not before getting at least a 4-yard gain. It'll be about 2nd and 6. Looks like there's a bit of a scrap. Nope, another injured player. I'll tell you, the Broncos have been doing a great job today. However, it seems as though they're very injury prone. It's very unfortunate because if they have a key player go out, that could just be it for them. All right, in comes number 65 again.
Yeah.
Looks like he's feeling a bit better. Still walking with a little bit of a limp, but he seems to be okay. Looks like someone got the wind knocked out of him, maybe. Just got hit a little bit too hard. Number 25 comes out. That would be Lane C. It's a handoff at the very last second before being tackled. He makes a few yards before... he's not even brought down yet. Okay, there we are. He's brought down by a stampede of Broncos, but not before gaining at least 2 or 3 yards.
Yet again, another Bronco is down.
And yet another Bronco is down, but I think he will... Yes, okay, he's okay.
Something that I do need to say is that the Chiefs need to learn how to handle that football. He just had it way out.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a trouble with ball control in this game. A lot of the players are kind of holding the ball out. However, it's a bit harder for kids this age to hold on to the ball since their arms aren't as long or as big. It's a bit harder for them to do it. But there could be a little bit more control work on both sides. Like I was saying earlier, I can't help but notice great clock management by both sides of the ball. You know, the Chiefs have been doing a great job this quarter, and last quarter the Broncos did a phenomenal job not even letting the Chiefs have the ball. It seems as though the Chiefs have decided to respond to that. Oh, and he breaks a tackle, and he is going home. Oh, he might be stopped. He is stopped by number 15 of the Broncos. There is no 15. Who was that? Who was that?
15. It is a 15. You know, 45 maybe? Yeah, 15.
Okay, number 15, not even on the roster. I don't think is sir.
Aiden.
Never mind. Once again, I can't read and I can't look at numbers. Aiden Griggs. I'm gonna cry. And my cameraman died again. Great. He's high maintenance, guys. I'm sorry. All right, here go the Chiefs trying to get that touchdown. He's brought down the backfield. That was a great play by the Broncos defense. And we have an incoming guest, Chuck Walker, with .5 Digital.
What's up, Iceberg?
What's up, man?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me through the phones? Am I coming in loud and clear?
You sure are.
I tell you what, that's a huge defensive stand right there. We got a flag on the play.
And it sounds like we have another kid crying.
Yeah. I tell you, these young kids, this is a lot of them's the first year of tackle. This is second and third graders right here, and it's funny watching them out there. Man, the kids are trying so hard and running so hard, and man, just imagine these coaches. You hear a lot of yelling, but man, you got to yell. I got kids at home, and I know. I mean, I got to yell at my kids just to get them up in the morning. But when you put pads on them and helmets on them and all this distraction and stuff, it's tough to get their attention. These guys out there coaching right now, they're some great volunteers because, brother, that's a tough job.
It is. Like, as you notice, like, over here to the right with the Chiefs line, there's two kids playing. Earlier, he was beating him with his shirt and, like, yanking around his helmet.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
It's a nice day. We had a lot of rain last night. It's a nice day. These boys, I tell you, it's funny what's going on right now with these kids in second and third grade. 10 years from now, 8 years from now, when they're a South Gibson Hornet, hopefully a lot of these kids, I know we got some kids from Milan and other places, so wherever it is, they'll go to high school. Hopefully they find a good, strong love for the game now and everything that it brings and everything football teaches you. I know you're a big part of our football team there at South Gibson Iceberg, and man, there's not a lot of nothing better than football. You know what I mean?
There really isn't. I've actually been sitting here all day trying to find the people that I think might actually go on to the next few levels, like middle school and high school football. I've seen a few, but it's interesting to see who might step up later in the game. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, kids. Iceberg, you don't have any kids, do you? You're just a senior in high school. You better not have any kids. All right, Iceberg has no kids.
I can't afford any kids.
I understand. Iceberg didn't have any kids, but he doesn't know that these kids can grow a foot in a year. It's nuts. So what you see right now will certainly change as time goes on.
And here comes number
15 on the carry. Looks like he's got the end here. He's going to. We got a flag down. Oh, nice tackle.
Tripped up by the Broncos, number 15.
We got a flag down here in the backfield, though.
That was a good stop by Aiden Griggs. Let's see what this flag is about.
Was it a block in the back? Was that the call there? Yeah. All right, we've got a block in the back.
That's an unfortunate penalty on them.
Yeah, I tell you what, and I believe they took first and goal on about the 3-yard line, and we're looking at fourth and a long way right here. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Wow, this is a good defensive stand here by the team in the white. Who is the team in the white? Iceberg?
Broncos.
The Broncos are in the white. All right. Well,
it's Chiefs and Broncos.
Chiefs and Broncos. Good job, Broncos.
I'll tell you, they actually got, as you saw, they were all the way down there at the 2-yard line. I'm not exactly sure how they have the ball again right now.
Yeah.
But the Broncos have basically driven it as if they were the offense. Like, it's been ridiculous. Their defense is just great.
Yeah, I think the coaches here are discussing whether or not. And
it looks like we have a roster coming in.
Here we go.
Thanks, sir. There's the Eagles, and then last week, Landon Labor, 18 on the front, 16 on the back. Okay. Or vice versa.
What?
Number changes, and we'll be set.
Oh, that's going to confuse me.
That'll be fine. We'll work it. You'll be able to pick Landon out when it's time. All right, we got a little confusion here. Looks like the referees are meeting at the field. I think the confusion is it was fourth down. The Broncos were wanting to decline that penalty, and if it was third down, they were wanting to access the penalty. So it is third down. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 50-yard line, so we can go ahead and call that 3rd and 51. You don't hear that a lot.
No, you really don't.
But youth football, I bet you do. I bet you hear it more. Looks like a little movement up front. That's not gonna...
Here comes number 44 again, but he's taken down by the waist.
Yeah, we're looking at 4th down now.
Yeah, it is 4th down and forever to go, but that does not mean they can't pull it off.
That's all right.
I've seen some crazy stuff going on here in like minor league tackle. You never know what's going to happen. And it looks like they have decided to punt.
Something good to point out right now, we got a break, is these cheerleaders, too, on both sides. I hear the Chiefs cheerleaders right now talking about rocking the house all the way down. That's a lot of fun for them on both sides, the Chiefs and the Broncos cheerleaders. They work really, really hard. A neighbor across the street from me, their kids cheered. I know the girls have a lot of fun with that. That's a passing play.
That was. We've seen a lot of passing plays from the Broncos earlier. That's actually been more, they've done more passing than they have running. And I've thought that's really impressive, especially with this age group.
Absolutely, because I would imagine you don't work on defending the pass a whole lot in practice. That's a good coaching move there.
It is. All I've seen is overall great coaching on both sides of the ball. And they've been getting their players pumped up on the sideline. They've been keeping them in order. You know, they've been keeping these kids motivated out here on the field. It's actually a bit of a change from how the Chiefs are doing it. You know, they're out there encouraging their kids on the field. However, the kids back on the sideline, they're running around beating each other with shirts.
Well, that's going to happen sometimes on the sideline. We got 36 seconds in the game. It's still 7-7 here. Nice takedown by the Chiefs there.
They have one thing I will say the Chiefs have done very well is swarming to the ball. That's something that Coach Stidham emphasizes with the high school team a lot. And you'll actually get yelled at very forcibly if you don't swarm to the ball. So that's something important that I'm very glad they're working on. That's been their saving grace so far in this game.
Well, that is certainly good to see. That's certainly good to see. We got 26 seconds left here in the first half. Still 7-7. Looks like we're looking at 2nd and 12. We'll call it.
I'm wondering what kind of adjustments the Chiefs are going to be making here at halftime. They have a lot of stuff they need to cover. They need to work on covering the outside. They have a good, solid middle. Like, as you can see, they have some pretty good size on their defensive line. That's been keeping the middle clogged up.
Right.
But their running game on the outside, keeping that run from going down the sideline, has been what's been killing them this whole game. It looks like we have a flag.
I'm going to say that's a false start.
I'd have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, that's what that is. False start there on the Broncos.
Good call.
Yeah. I'll tell you, there were a lot of penalties last night in the high school game. That was a sloppy game in the rain. That's a tough place to be, and tough thing to do in the rain is to see a football game like that.
Yeah, I've never had to see anyone swim towards a quarterback.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was probably a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to play in. I'm glad South Gibson was able to pull it out in their homecoming. I know it was a 17-14 game. It was a little bit closer than some people wanted it. But, Bryan County ran the ball hard. You got to give them their credit.
Yeah, I will say something funny. I saw Aaron Reed made a touchdown in the end zone. When he did, he actually pushed one kid off of him about 10 yards back. When he did, the kid was still sliding because of the water and ended up hitting Aaron when he got into the touchdown and tackled him.
Yeah.
Didn't even mean to. It was just so wet out there, he basically swam towards him.
Yeah. Here we go. Looks like the Broncos are setting up for a pass.
Almost intercepted.
Man, I tell you, 18 seconds left in the game.
I do like something about the Chiefs defense is when they see the ball on the ground, even if it's just like an incompleted pass, they jump on that thing. On the off chance that something might happen to where that is their ball, they attack the ball. I love that. I love seeing that.
Absolutely. Well, you'd much rather have them do that than not go after it. These kids, they're still young. It's hard to know all the rules of football. It's kind of a crazy sport, a lot of different idiosyncrasies and things like that that make up the game. So, yeah, it's a lot better to give an effort on a dead ball than it is to not give effort on a live ball.
It really is. I've seen a lot of effort given by all the teams playing today.
Looks like we got a handoff here. Maybe it'll reverse. It's a reverse. Number 45 on the carry here. That's Louis Cinciola.
He's been dominating the game today. He's
staying
been tearing
in.
up. He breaks one tackle. Someone's got his jersey.
In bounds here. 2 seconds. One.
And that's halftime.
The first half. End of first half.
Wow.
What an exciting way to end. This is a 7-7 game. It's a good game. These are two evenly matched teams.
It is. I got to say, the Chiefs have made a lot of mistakes. However, they have made up for it by being physical and getting to the ball, especially swarming to the ball when it starts to run outside. It may not be their best game, but the effort they give is what's going to save them.
That's right. Well, that's exactly right. And that's a good call. And here comes the Chiefs right here. Looks like everybody's going to get a little bit of water. I tell you what, as nasty and rainy and wet as it was last night, it's as pretty as it is today. And this field looks like it's in really good shape.
It is. I actually had to walk across this. Didn't even slip once.
Isn't that well? Good for you. I'm glad, Burr, because we don't have workers' comp insurance coverage, so I'm glad you were able to make it.
I don't think anyone does. They just tell us that to make us feel better. We're going to take this halftime to remind you of our sponsors, Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, Certified Carpet and Cleaning. Thank you for making this all possible. And I would also like to take this halftime to thank the city of Medina for coming out to watch these little kids play as they grow and mature into better football players that will maybe eventually go on to play for Medina Middle or even Milan in some cases.
Yeah.
But either way, letting these kids know that how great of a game football is something I love about this community.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I tell you, we got a lot of I like being up here in the press box now. We can see and hear some of these coaching adjustments that some of these coaches make. Looks like we're a little bit closer here to the Chiefs, so we'll see what they're going to dial in here. Some of these halftime adjustments. I think the first one is the guy said, "Quit hitting on the sidelines. Y'all quit hitting each other."
Yeah, I think there's actually been more hitting on the sideline than
there has
on
been
the
in
field.
the game. That's going to happen. It's a lot of fun to watch them. I tell you what. We got another game coming up here in just a few minutes, guys. You want to stay around and watch it. In the major tackle game, looks like the Patriots are going to take on the Eagles. That'll be a good one. My son's actually playing in that one, so that'll be a good time. The Patriots have a really, really good team. There's a kid on their team. He wears number 16 and wears number 18. I don't know how he gets away with that, but he does. His name's Landon Lambert. I tell you, I think he's probably the most talented kid in the league.
I'd say he's better than his brother.
It's funny, Iceberg. His brother plays football too, but Landon's good. He's a heck of a player, and he's a lot of fun to watch. So hopefully, at least for my rooting interest tonight, hopefully the Eagles can keep him contained as much as possible. But he's a heck of a player, and they've got a lot of good players on that team. So that'll be a fun game to watch as soon as you guys get done watching this one on our Hornet Vision 38355 channel there on YouTube. Click on over to the Eagles versus Patriots game. That'll be a fun one too. And then we have a nightcap here. We have the the Titans versus the who was it here at the end? Yeah, maybe it is. Is it no?
Yeah, Broncos.
Where'd the schedule go there?
I don't know. Our schedule has magically disappeared. I'll tell you, there are just a lot of miracles happening today at this field.
Yeah, it is the Broncos. It's the Titans and the Broncos. The Broncos had a tough loss last week in the Jamboree. They got down. But, sometimes in a Jamboree you don't pull everything out that you have. And both those teams have really, really good coaches and a lot of good players. Parker Smith's playing for the Titans. He's a really fast kid. He's a young kid. He's only in 4th grade. He's other than maybe Landon Lambert, he may be the second fastest kid in the league. He's fun to watch. But there's not a lot of talent on the other side of the ball. The Broncos, coached by Jeff Gatlin and Sam White. It's a good coaching staff. I know Sam and Jeff have been a part of this, Medina City Football League for many years now. So you got a good case of coaching going up against speed and talent. So that'll be a fun game to watch too. What do y'all expect to see in the second half here? A lot more passing by the Broncos?
It seems as though every time they've passed, they've definitely gotten yards, so they might actually use that a bit more than they have recently. They've been trying their hand at the running game. Yeah. I'm hoping they make a few adjustments to that, because so far it's just been severely unsuccessful. However, their passing game has just been tearing up the Chiefs' defense.
Yeah, I'm looking through here at the Broncos lineup. Cinciola, he stands out to me. I've heard his name for the past couple of years. I know he's a fast kid, and he's the one that carried the ball there at the end. That's number 45.
He has. He's been tearing the Chiefs a new one. I'll tell you, he's just been wreaking havoc on their defense.
Yeah.
It's very similar to the last game that was actually played. Hugo Green, the Eagles' quarterback, he ran all over the other team.
Ran all over the Titans?
They did.
Or was it the Cowboys?
It was the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, okay, the Cowboys. Yeah. What was the score of that game? We had the final. I was curious. I missed that when I was watching.
It was 13-6.
I was watching a very ugly Tennessee-Florida game. That was it's 24-10 when I got on my truck to come join you guys. Florida's winning. That's an ugly first half. 3 turnovers by each team in the first half. I tell you, Tennessee needs a quarterback. Tennessee Vols do. They may find one sitting over there on the Broncos sideline because Peterman wasn't getting it done earlier, and I don't know if Worley will either.
I got to tell you, I'm not a Tennessee fan. However, I hate the Gators more than Tennessee. So I gotta side with them on that one. But
Iceberg, can you throw the ball? You may be a better quarterback than Peterman for Tennessee. I'll be honest with you.
I think really all he needs is more training because they had to have gotten him for a reason. They see talent in him.
He played at a 6A school right outside of Jacksonville, Florida. And let me tell you, a ball slipped out of his hands. He had about a 3-yard interception. He threw the ball not even 3 yards. Maybe threw the ball 2 yards. Intercepted to a defensive lineman. It slipped out of his hands. He did not look comfortable there playing in the swamp.
Yeah, I think the pressure's just getting to him. Isn't he a sophomore?
Redshirt freshman.
Redshirt freshman. Well, all that means is that he can get nothing but better. So they may just keep him, train him a bit more, see what he can do. Though if he can't pull it off in a few years, they're definitely going to have to find a replacement because a 2-yard interception is just not acceptable.
Yeah, Iceberg, I'd like him to go ahead and pull a scholarship now, I'll be honest with you. After watching that, I'm still a little mad. Or maybe ready to fight somebody. Tennessee needs a quarterback. I tell you what, if Tyler Bray would have stayed another year, I know he was getting paid under the table, and he'd have probably been suspended anyway. But if he'd have stayed another year, then I think we would have Tennessee, the Vols would have put out a much better product on the field. But speaking of good products on the field, we got 2 minutes left in this halftime. We've just been kind of bantering on here. This game coming out, but a 7-7 game. That's fun to see at this age. And who gets the ball at half? Do we know who got the ball to start the game? Do y'all remember? Chiefs got the ball to start the game. The Broncos got the ball. Okay, so Chiefs are going to get the ball at halftime. All right, well that'll be exciting here. What do you expect the high school team to do this week on the bye week going into Iceberg? What kind of preparations going into this Milan game?
Well, with being on both sides, being with the coaches a lot, being with the players a lot, all I can say is what we need to work on is the mental issues. Mm-hmm. That's really what gets us is the mental issues.
That looked like it was happening last night, late in the game. Too many men on the field a couple times, not setting up in the right defense there. What was that about?
It's really just mental errors that we got to work out over this week. It's nothing that can't be fixed. However, we just need to learn to have confidence in each other. I find that it's an issue. It's just we need to build up our confidence and know that we can do that. Yeah. We need to rely on the guy next to us to know what he's doing. And we just need to come together as a team and push through anything that comes in front of us. It's going to take a little bit, but I honestly believe that we can get that done.
Well, I know that we've got a bye week here at the high school, but this Tuesday night, the middle school goes to Milan. Hornet Vision 38355 is going to be there. That's going to be a fun game. That's a nice rivalry between a city. It's about 10 minutes down the road from us. That's a lot of fun to go there. We got a great middle school team, and I think Milan does too. So that'll be a nice little appetizer to the entree in 2 weeks when Milan goes to Medina. And you can throw the record book out. South Gibson being 3-2 and Milan being 1-4. That's not going to matter a bit in 2 weeks.
It will not matter a single bit.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Coach Heath Moore here on. You keep watching. Every day check in on our YouTube channel, Hornet Vision 38355. Check in every single day and see what see what new interviews we have. We've got interviews coming up with the Mayor Vance Coleman this week. Also the Police Chief, Chad Lowry. We're going to do a tour of the new City Hall. I know a lot of people here in Medina, like myself, I hadn't even been to it yet. I've seen it. It's luckily I haven't had to go there and pay any tickets or anything, so that's nice. But we're going to go do a camera tour through the new City Hall this week. And anytime you guys get questions, Iceberg's working on a website for us and a Facebook page. You guys can send us a Facebook message or an email, and we'll be able to to ask the right people here in town.
And we will have a Twitter set up right after the Facebook, so you can check your tweets for scores, for anything going on during the game, for just small updates. We'll be keeping that going.
Yeah.
So we'll have all kinds of things like Chuck was saying with the city, with the football games, basketball games maybe eventually.
Oh, yeah, no, 100% basketball games.
100% basketball.
100%, middle school and high school. It's going big time here.
Oh, we're going big time.
That's it. All right, here we go. Chiefs take over. Ball at the 25-yard line. Broncos getting set on defense here.
That's why I get paid the big Monopoly bucks.
That's exactly right, Iceberg. Look here. Check's in the mail, baby.
Still waiting.
The post office sometimes. It's slow.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Hey, we got a nice little gain here by the Chiefs. Looks like... they got him down. Looks like brought down by number 11, perhaps. Dalton Peavy House.
Yeah, something I've really seen with these tackle games, including the last one we just recorded, is that they've been stripping the ball a lot. That's something they're using to their advantage because the runners, their arms aren't big enough to really conceal the ball, so they're using that to their advantage by aiming for the ball and hitting it, slapping it. We've actually seen that work successfully the last few times.
Well, that's certainly good to know. Sometimes you can't carry it like a loaf of bread. That's something I remember in the O'Brien County game last night. A lot of those guys were carrying the ball, you know what I mean, like I say, like a loaf of bread. I think that comes back on coaching at the high school level. At this age right here, it's certainly understandable. You just hope the kids can run and hold the ball at the same time. Yeah. Look at number 44 here for the Chiefs. Looks like he's got the corner.
Number 44.
He's got it. He's running. Hey, first down here. He's got one man to beat. I think he just did it.
And he's going all the way.
All the way.
That was a good 75-yard run. That is the second time he's actually done that. He got their first touchdown, brought it in all the way from down here on this 25. It was amazing. I'll tell you, he's been a great player in this game.
That's a big opening drive there by the Chiefs.
We'll have to see how the Broncos can respond to this.
That's right. With these youth football games here, minor tackle, major tackle, if you run the ball into the end zone here, you get 1 extra point. If you throw it and complete it in the end zone, you get a 2-point conversion. That's how that's done. You're not going to see anybody kick it through any uprights, I don't believe, Iceberg.
No, I can't even do that.
No. That's hard. Kicking the ball is hard. It's a lot harder than you think.
And unfortunately, as we found out today, a throw to the backfield does not count as a pass. It will count as a run-in instead. So if it's a pass to the backfield, they only get 1 point.
Like a little lateral. So laterals, obviously, that's essentially what they're saying there.
Yeah, that's what we saw earlier with the Broncos.
I gotcha. That's good to know. Tell you, we're getting set up here. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left in the third quarter. 13-7. I think the Broncos coaches reminded them to get the ball next time. Make the tackle. All right, here we go.
Looks like they're just going for one. Number 15 is going to run it in with no opposition.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there. Give him an extra point.
And we have another hurt Bronco.
6 minutes, 44 seconds left. It's 14-7. Chiefs lead.
In the third quarter.
I tell you what, it just took them, what? 3.
That didn't take any time at all, really.
Yeah. Took a minute 16 off the clock. About 3 plays to put that one in.
I will say, you weren't here for it, I don't believe, but the first quarter, the Broncos used great clock management. They used up the whole quarter to get that first touchdown they got.
Really?
Whole quarter. However, with 0.5 seconds to go, the Chiefs got a running touchdown by number 44, a 70 to 80-yard touchdown.
Wow.
Straight down the field. They responded very well to that.
That's extremely impressive there. And sometimes that's all you need, half a second. You know what I mean?
That is all you need. All it goes to show is that with these games, you never know and you can never give up because the next play might just be a touchdown.
Yeah. Still got a Bronco down, back on the right out of the end zone here, right by the go down.
From what I saw, it looked like he twisted his ankle over the goal line marker.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. It's just a bit of an extension, Put some bread on it, as my dad says. Walk it off. Throw a little ketchup on it. He's weird.
Put some bread on. That's pretty funny. I like that.
It never works.
Have you tried it?
Yep.
Iceberg's tried the bread. Iceberg, I'm going to ask you not to fall down right there.
Oh.
That's a big drop from the press box.
If I go silent all of a sudden,
That's what happened. Yeah.
And off comes number 81 again after checking in with the Broncos.
Hope everything's okay over there. We've got a couple people looking at him now.
Yeah,
Football is a dangerous game, and the field is in great shape. We said it earlier, but it's still a little wet out there, and it's you can certainly get hurt, twist a knee at a young age. And these kids, they're second, third grade. Those pads are heavy for them. You know what I mean? They have pants with pads built in. They have their shoulder pads. They got a helmet. I mean, that's a lot of extra body weight that these kids aren't used to running with in their day-to-day life. So you can get a cleat hung up in the turf, or you can have something happen to you there.
It's really hard to tell with these younger kids as to whether or not they're actually hurt because, like you said, this is normally their first or second year playing tackle. Mm-hmm. And with that, they're used to playing flag. When they get hit, some of them can't handle it as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes they don't know if they're actually hurt or not, or if they're just sore.
Right.
All they know is it's pain and it's
they
not
don't
cool.
like it. If I can see that far across the field, and sometimes I can, I think that may be number 11, Dalton Peavyhouse. Tyler? 41, Tyler Lambert. I'm sorry, 41, Tyler Lambert. Couldn't see his number there. Hopefully everything will be okay with Tyler.
We should get some binoculars.
We do need some binoculars. That's a good call.
With the night vision.
With night vision. It's no problem. Just put that on the wish list.
Oh, that's going to be there for a while.
All right. Chiefs are making their defensive swaps here. And Broncos are making their... a little confusion here with the coaches on how many men are on the field. Let's just count them, guys.
6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, here comes one off
the field. Here we go. One more coming off the field here. Number 15 coming out for the Broncos.
Yeah, looking like a juggernaut, I'll tell you. I would not want to go against him.
Yeah, he's a big man right there. That's Aiden Griggs. Aiden will lay the lumber if he needs to. All right, still 6:44 to go there. A little bit of a injury timeout.
We all certainly hope that he's okay and that he'll have a safe recovery and we'll be able to come back next week and play.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get back in this game here. Tyler will. We're taking a look at him here.
I will say something I've noticed is the Chiefs' defense in the second half has really stepped up.
After that opening drive touchdown there for the Broncos, looks like a 2 or 3 yard gain by number 45, Louis Cinciola.
I think the Broncos, I'm no coach, but I think the Broncos need to start going back to their passing game. They've been doing great with that. Maybe just give it a pass to the outside. That really seems to turn some heads on the defense and get a lot of people confused.
Yeah.
And it's a run to the outside by number 45 again.
Looks like he got a block. He's coming in there. He's got a first down there by Cinciola.
Yeah, that is 45. A good first down. It's number 61 taking him down. I almost fell right there, and I'm not dead.
Oh, we got 2 more Broncos down. I'll tell you what, I don't know how deep these benches are, but
Either he's hurt his wrist or, yep, that's his wrist. Awesome. That's his wrist.
That's 65 Micah Joyner down, and maybe 35 Lynn Finch.
I will say I have noticed the Broncos have been very injury prone today. They've been playing a great game. They've been trying really hard, so it's not just a fact of them laying down and accepting the hit. They've been working hard.
Yeah.
It's just they got to learn how to take over those injuries and forget about the pain, keep playing.
I'm looking through the roster sheet here. I don't say who's listed as the strength and conditioning coach, but maybe they should put some more time in on that. What do you think there, Iceberg?
Yeah, get them doing some 5x5 squats, get them to at least 200 pounds each.
That's right. That's right. All right, 1st and 10 here. Ball's on the 36-yard line. Broncos are driving after Cinciola had a nice pickup there for a first down. Number 15 coming back in the game here. That's Aiden Griggs.
I expect him to be mowing down a few people tonight.
Oh, yeah.
He could just plow right through them, just put his shoulder into it and knock them right out.
We're going to need to talk to the good people at Medina City Football League about getting us a shade here for that sun. Maybe a tinted window.
Maybe a new press box that isn't filled with termites.
Yeah. But if you do have termites, feel free to call the good people at Southeastern Termite and Pest Control, 783-3311.
And if while repairing it you get your carpet stained, be sure to call Certified Carpet Cleaning and Restoration.
427-9258. All right, here we go. Broncos set back up. It's a direct snap there to number 45. Cinciola, he's got the edge. I tell you, that's a 6-7 yard gain there. We're going to be looking at
second and 4.
Second and 4 here. I'll tell you.
There's only 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Yeah, I got to tell you, this has been a long third quarter. A lot of penalties, a lot of people getting hurt.
Yeah, 4:47 left, 2nd and 6. I think they're going to feed the ball to their workhorse here. Louis Cinciola. And you know what? In a game where you're down by 7, you got to do that. The kid's getting you positive yards every time. You got to do it.
Yeah, play what you have. Talent at this age is very rare to come by. When you find it, you got to utilize it.
Freshman, you're doing a great job on the camera today, buddy.
His name's Derek, but we call him Freshman just for the sake of we sometimes forget each other's names. See, I don't think he even knows my name. He just calls me Iceberg.
Iceberg, that is your name. First name Ice, last name Berg.
You know what? That's close enough. I've had people call me worse.
It's a good pass.
Oh,
ball's live. Fall on it. I believe they're going to take over here. That's a live ball. Chiefs are going to take over. That's a lateral.
That's a great job. Yep. Once again, the Chiefs defense picks it up and dominates over the Broncos offense. It's really weird how quickly this game has changed.
Yeah.
Because, at halftime, I couldn't have told you that this was going to happen. I would have thought the Broncos would have kept doing what they're doing and would have dominated. But it appears as though the Chiefs have done a really good job of adjusting.
Made the right kind of adjustments.
That's something Coach Stidham loves to do with our team is we'll go into a game with the general knowledge about the team and at halftime make the biggest adjustments we can to overtake and dominate the team.
Oh yeah, I say it all the time. There's very few coaches out there at the high school level that are much better than Coach Stidham. I think I think a lot of times it feels like at least watching it and recording the games, doing the games for Hornet Vision, we're 1 or 2 steps ahead of the opposing coach, and that's something we're certainly excited. We're lucky to have. Last night after the game was over, I called in on 101.5 and spoke with Coach Marley at USJ, and he's really looking forward to us coming up there in a couple of weeks. That'll be a fun game too, Berg.
That will be a fun game. They have some great coaching up there. They're probably second best around here. They can't exactly beat out Coach Stidham, but
Coach Morris is really good there in Milan. That's number 15 on the carry here for the Chiefs. Looks like he's got that. He's going to bring that down to about the 30 yard. No,
he jumps another one. He goes. He's got. He's not.
Yeah, they're saying he was out around the 30.
That's questionable.
Yeah. What are we going to do here? We got a first down play. Maybe bring the chains out. Uh-oh. We're going to get a measurement here. We're right here close to.
Uh-oh.
We gonna get the chain gang out here? They're calling for the chain gang.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Here we go. Hey.
Da, 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 da,
Split the oceans here. Watch out for the chains, boys.
They're going to close on them.
I'll tell you what. Wow, this is fun to see. I'm glad it happened on the other side of the field. It's a lot harder. Nice run there by the Chiefs. Stretch these things out. Let's see what we're looking at here.
Got it.
First down.
I'm going to pass the microphone over to the cameraman, Derek, so he can tell us all about what he's thinking about the game. I'll be back in just a minute.
Freshman, what are you saying here?
It's been a pretty good game so far. I've actually really noticed a lot of changes in the Chiefs defense here. Normally they were letting a lot get into the outside. Now they've really shut it all down.
Yeah. They're looking good. I tell you, they had the pass play snipped out. You know, it's a good halftime adjustment by the coaches there for the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's already twice now. I think they've jumped on a fumble like that. So maybe they can try to get back in the end zone and try to do that again.
Well, I tell you what, that's good. We got a little movement here up front. We're not no flag on it.
Looks like he's gonna try to. Is he gonna just boot it?
Oh, he's brought down in the backfield. That play's sniffed out. That's going to be a 3 or 4 yard loss there. Number 65 is brought down by number 55 there for the Broncos. For the Broncos, that is Nick Shannon. Good job, Nick. Remind you parents at home watching this game, next week, remind your coach for the Chiefs to bring us a roster, and we will be able to read your child's name aloud when he does something good, makes a big play or makes a tackle.
Something I did notice is that boot right there kind of looked like how Crockett County was Thursday night when we beat them 30-28. A lot of they ran a lot of boots and they started beating us on several of them, but that's kind of noticed how I've seen how the Chiefs have been running here. Kind of they running a lot of boots. I've noticed with their quarterback.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's been a good game here.
Yeah, it has 14-7 with what looks like about 2:40 left. Looks like a timeout here by the Chiefs.
Yeah, timeout here on the Chiefs. I believe it's the first time out of the half, freshman.
Yes, it has. Boy, I'm going to be love getting called freshman all week.
Oh, hey, that's a good name. We got looking at 2nd and 4 as soon as his timeouts.
No,
I'm sorry, 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. I was looking at the wrong marker there. As soon as his timeout's over here. Chiefs coming back on the line. Chiefs are leading this game with 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the third quarter, 14-7.
Looks like they're going to try to run what looks like a pistol formation. I think that's what it's called.
No, he's got a man under center.
Oh.
Got a quarterback under center here.
Oh.
They're both kind of small, tough to see. Oh man. They didn't see the snap. That was hidden.
Oh, number 44.
Nice run. He's getting
nice run right up the middle.
5-6 yard.
And this is freshman. I'm going to give it on back over to Iceberg. Iceberg, have fun.
It's a way to run a professional broadcast there, freshman. Good job, Iceberg. Iceberg is producing and commentating on this broadcast here. Good job, Berg.
He might just be better at it than I am, but I'm going to ignore that fact and keep going.
All right, we're looking at about 3rd and 7 here. Cheerleaders are for both teams are getting these guys fired up. These boys are ready to play. I can tell you, I talked to a couple of guys before the game this week for the 2nd graders and the 3rd graders. They both said they couldn't get out there if it weren't for the cheerleaders.
Who said that?
Huh? The players did. Both teams, Chiefs and the Broncos, both players told me. They said they couldn't do this without cheerleaders. They like to impress these girls.
I feel like you're lying to me.
Got a handoff here, number 15 here for the Chiefs.
It looks like he'll run down the
Well,
sideline.
I tell you, I think the Broncos have him sniffed out here. Yeah, man, got a 3 or 4 yard gain.
It'll be interesting to see whether or not they decide to go for it.
They're going to have to go for it here. They're not. I mean, you don't make up any ground by punting it. It's definitely 4-down territory. You think they bring out the field goal, Iceberg?
No, it doesn't really exist. So
try to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, they'll probably call me out there to kick.
Hey, what about that big field goal last night by number 8 for South Gibson Hornets in those conditions to kick a field goal from 25 yards out? That was a phenomenal kick. That's very tough to do.
Not only did he get that
Ended
field
up winning
goal,
the game.
Yeah. Not only did he get the field goal, he even got the extra points.
Got 2 extra points.
Got all of them.
Yep. 2 for 2 on extra points, 1 for 1 on field goal attempts, and pouring down rain.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
I got to tell you.
A lot of wind. That's right.
I knew this kid as soon as he had signed up. I never knew him until he decided to join the team. He was actually just in my art class. He's not exactly well built to play football. He's actually pretty skinny. Kid needs a sandwich. But he is very tall, and he is a really good kicker. I didn't even know he was going to do that when we were starting out, but he trained himself so well. He even has like a kicking net set up at his house, and he brings it to practice so he can kick.
Mm-hmm.
He's just been really dedicated.
Has he been kicking all year for the Hornets?
Oh, we did have Garrett in there, but we've decided that
time to give him a shot. He's a junior. Is he a junior? Did I read that right on my roster sheet?
Yes, sir.
All right,
good. Junior.
Good, yeah, good leg. I like to see that. It's a big part of the high school game. And as these kids get older, right now they're learning fundamentals. And this is, we keep a scoreboard here, so this is about wins and losses. But really, it's about learning a passion for the game and getting your fundamentals down. But as these kids get older, the kicking game, I tell you what, it's something to work with your kids. I watch a lot of high school football games, and there's a whole lot of high school football teams out there that don't have a good punter or have a good kicker. If you want your kid to be a stud in school, it's a good thing to do. All right, we've got some movement up here. Got a false start here for the Chiefs. I think the coach is reminding him here, reminding what the snap count is. 33 seconds left. It's going to back that up 5 yards. Now we're going to instead of looking at 4th and 4, we're going to be looking at 4th and 9.
It doesn't really matter here if they can't get the playoff. It's going to be a turnover on downs. So either way, they're going to have to make the same amount of effort, and they're probably going to have to do the same play that they were originally planning on doing.
Well, you just got to get 9 now instead of 5 or 4.
It's not a huge difference, but the effort
about 5 yards, about 15 feet. Football's a game of inches. All right, here we go. Chiefs are setting up. Got snap, no flags.
Number 44.
44, he's looking for some blockers. He doesn't have any. We got a whole bunch of Chiefs here. If he can find the corner, he may have a shot.
Oh, there he goes.
Inside.
There he goes.
Oh, he doesn't get a first down. But, man, we got a Bronco down, taken down by one of the coaches there inadvertently.
Oh, man, that coach really just came by and drilled him. I got to say, that was a great play by the coach getting down his own player.
It was.
I haven't seen a hit like that all night.
Does Coach let him do that with y'all sometimes out there on the football field? Will he tackle one of y'all when y'all aren't looking?
No, he's more of he throws expo markers a lot. You can ask Coach Fischel about that.
I hear you. Here we go.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Here we go. 1st and 10. All right. Still 14-7, 19 seconds left in the third quarter here. Broncos are trailing in this game. They're down by 7, but they do have the ball and a whole quarter to work with. And it's like Iceberg said, the first quarter of the game, they kept it the entire quarter just about and scored. So if they can do that again, get this game back squared.
They could even take the lead if they decide to go for a pass, but it might be too risky.
I like that call there. Who wants to end in a tie?
Ugh, not me. Ties are for losers.
Overtimes are like NCAA says. Instead of starting on the 25, they do
start on the 10. Okay, this game does go to overtime. It'll start on the 10. Quarterback keeper there. Nice run. It's taking a couple kids down. Looks like maybe that was number 41 there, Tyler Lambert. Hey, and Tyler's the kid that was hurt in the end zone there on that extra point attempt a few minutes ago. Yeah. I'm glad to see him back healthy on the field again. Quick recovery. All right, there's the end of the third quarter, guys. We got 8 minutes left in this game. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30-yard line, right at the 30-yard line here. Broncos need 70 yards to get this down here.
How dry did you stay last night at the game?
I stayed real dry. I was inside in the press box. Only bad news is I was in there with about 432 people from Obion County. They had the charter media in there. They had a radio station in there. They had like 14 coaches up on top of the press box. They had kids all over the place. It was like having a family reunion in a bathroom is what it felt like last night. It was ridiculous. A lot of people up in there.
We were getting wet while we were up there.
I got to say, I was up there just trying to get oxygen through all that rain.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
All right, here's Cinciola there. He's got a first down run. Nice cut here. Still running. Oh, number 78 comes out of nowhere and hits him in with a nice tackle. But Cinciola got a big first down run there. Number 78 for the Chiefs just saved the day. Maybe the only man big enough on the field to bring Cinciola down. He was running with a purpose there. Coach for the Chiefs is calling in, bring the wood play. What do you think that is? Is that a blitz?
It's probably just an all-out assault on the Broncos offense. It's probably just going to be a blitzkrieg of Chiefs going down the field. This ought to be interesting to watch. I hope it's what I think it is because it's going to be amazing. I will say I've been very impressed with how the Chiefs have come back because the Broncos had a really strong start, but the Chiefs stayed firm and they made sure to keep their heads up. And I think that's what's going to win them this game. If they can stop the Broncos now, there's no telling how many more times they're going to be able to run the ball with number 44. Get another touchdown, run the score up a little bit, and secure the victory. And I got to say,
we got 2nd and 7 here.
I got to say, the Chiefs coaching staff look like they're all linemen.
Yeah. Those guys right there, there's some big guys right there, Iceberg. You better be careful what you say. I can tear this press box down and get a hold of you.
It'll take them a while to get up here. The termites don't take us down first,
Chiefs coaches will come get you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6 here. 6:34, clock is ticking. Hey, you got to go 50-plus yards, and you only got 6 minutes to do it. It's minor tackle football league. That's
not a problem at all.
No, you're one or two plays away here. Looks like 41 on. There's Lambert again. He's running the ball. Tyler Lambert. He was injured earlier. He came back.
I bet he could take down his brother.
You think so? Is that
Landon's
brother? And okay, yeah, he's a good little football player too.
He is. He's actually been doing a really good job. I'm just messing with him. He's been doing a great job, especially in our kickoff return. He actually moves around a lot during the week. And it appears as though someone has tried to use terrorist activities towards us and has gassed the press box.
All right, 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 47-yard line.
We at Horn Division do not negotiate with terrorists.
42-yard line, my fault.
Oh, and there he goes again, breaking more tackles.
Cinciola, yeah.
I got a
4-yard gain every time.
He's got a great stiff arm. He's just been killing people with that. He'll just keep his arm stiff and throw them off of him. I love seeing that.
Yeah, me too. I like seeing kids run hard. Got another Bronco down. I tell you, they're going to need to spend some time with them this week on
mental toughness.
Well, I think all these injuries have been legitimate injuries. It's just it's bitten them this game. But I'm sure the Chiefs are welcoming. It's a well-needed breather here, and the coach is working with the team here.
It looks like it could be Tyler.
I think
Tyler Lambert again. Yeah, he was hurt earlier.
I think
he's toughing through this and wanting to play.
I believe that something like this can be easily solved by just getting your team out and stretching more. That might just be what the Broncos need to do. Just stretch out everything. Helps keep you from getting hurt as much,
How often does the high school team stretch, Iceberg? How long do they stretch before the games? It's a while.
We stretch for at least 30 minutes, going through drills, stretching, maybe even 45 on a long day.
Yeah.
And then we warm up again at halftime, stretching, keeping limber. That stuff's really important because you never know when just being lazy and sitting down could cause you a pulled muscle or a torn ACL or something like that.
Have you been doing the vocal stretching exercises that I gave you for your broadcast? You've been doing those this week?
Absolutely. I've been practicing them all day.
I have Iceberg gargle a lot of warm salt water during the week.
I don't do it. I lied.
Yeah, here comes the moms on the field. You hate to see this.
Those are dads.
A couple of moms came right before that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see them. I was like, I don't see any moms.
Yeah, don't ever question me, Iceberg.
I do what I want.
Yeah, I hate to see that, man. It's
always sad to see kids, go down like that. Even if they're older, any kid getting hurt is a horrible thing.
That's right. It's been such a good game and such a well played game by both teams, both sides of the ball. lot of good power running, passing. You hope everybody's okay here. See Paul Weaver out here calling for somebody. Come take a look. I think he's calling for Jennifer there. I think she's a nurse. I know this gentleman here. His son plays on my son's team. He's a doctor. We got a lot of good people in the stands that can maybe help in a situation like this. You hope everything's okay. He's been down for a second.
Yeah, I just really hope he's okay. I hate coming to games like this and seeing someone hurt. I like seeing action, people really getting after it. But when someone's seriously injured like this, it's never fun. It's not fun for anyone.
No, you're exactly right there. Yeah, they're going to get the teams off the field here just to give the injured player plenty of room.
We're going to take this unfortunate timeout to thank all the fans once again for coming out, watching the game, encouraging all these kids. It's a hard time for them. This is not an easy sport. They get injured a lot. They get hit. They get boo-boos. They get tired. It's very hot in those pads. So just coming out and supporting these kids is a great thing to see happen. I know when I used to play minor league, I loved coming out and seeing the crowd. Even if I couldn't tell if they were for us or not, but just seeing them out there made me really happy.
Yeah.
So thank you all for coming, and especially thanks to you people that are going to be watching this later online. We really appreciate your help and coming out to support these teams.
Finally sitting up.
That's a good sign. That's definitely a good sign to see here.
All right.
Was that what number was he? Number 43?
That is Simpson.
No, is that yeah, that's Louis Cinciella. Wow. I tell you what, I hope he's okay.
I think you might have just got the wind knocked out of him because, with being a running back, you're really susceptible to that.
Yeah.
You never, with the way he was just laying down, he didn't want to move. That might have been it.
Well, and you can't, there's no such thing as being overly cautious at this age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take as much time as you need. I know sometimes these injury timeouts take a while. And it makes the game drag on a little bit longer. And I know if you're a parent of a major tackle player like I am, sometimes it pushes our games back. But, man, it's so much better to err on the side of caution than it is to have a kid go out there and get injured. Chiefs are doing a good job with this time out here with getting their kids fired up and keeping them focused. And I can tell you guys don't have kids, but that's a huge part of the game. It's just keeping these kids checked into it, right?
Yeah, just
keeping them from talking about, whatever it is, Zach and Drake are doing, or whatever. What's that show, Disney show?
Drake and Josh,
whatever. Keeping them, from talking about that kind of stuff.
That's been off the air for a few years, but all right.
You tell,
I will say I was listening in on the Chiefs a little bit. Even now they're still making adjustments.
Yeah.
That's something I've really admired about them. I didn't know if they were going to do it or not going into the halftime, but every chance they've had when it comes to a timeout like this, they've been making adjustments, making changes, talking to their team, getting them fired up.
That's really good.
They've done a lot better with this in the second half.
All right, he's walking out the field on his own power here. Good job, Lewis. That's good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's limping or anything, so hopefully
maybe the wind knocked out of him. I think they were.
That's what I said.
I think that's what it was. Good call, Berg. Way to be home.
That's what I do. They will call me Dr. Iceberg for nothing.
That's it.
All right, looks like we'll be getting started up here in just a second after that unfortunate timeout.
I'm getting some updates here on my phone for the Tennessee-Florida game. Obviously, if you're watching this now, the game's already happened, but it looks like Tennessee's just getting killed by a very, very overrated Florida team. Florida Gators are not that good. If you're a Gators fan, you guys are terrible too. It's not just Tennessee. All right, here we go.
Unless you're going to give us money.
Yeah.
Then you're all right.
All right. Nice run there that was Tyler Lambert, I believe, on the carry there, number 41. Is that right, freshman? Yeah, that's Tyler. What's her down here? We're looking at 3rd and 1, 4th and 1.
Third down.
No, it's 4th down. 4th down, 4 minutes, 56 seconds left in the game, guys. Here we go. Oh, is it? Yeah, it is 3rd down. Okay, my mistake.
Yeah,
Got a glare off of the out of the down marker there.
I'm wondering how having number 45 come out, Lambert, I believe it is.
No, Cinciola. He's a heck of a player too. Does a lot for this team. They're driving here. They got to put some points on the board to get a chance in this game. There's Tyler Lambert there. He's got the 1st down.
Yeah, I've got to say, having Cinciola go out is going to really impact their passing game because as far as I've seen, he's been one of their main players when it comes to the passing game. He's just got great hands and great feet, and that stiff arm is killer. So hopefully,
well, I think they're going to feed Tyler Lambert here a lot, and man, he's been hurt all game. He's still not feeling good. He's hurt too, but he's going to have to keep tilting the rock. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the game. All right, good job. Thank you, sir. Coach is bringing the rosters in for the next game. We appreciate that. If you want us to call your kid's name out loud if you're watching this at home, and we know you do, make sure your coaches bring us a roster. Or take it upon yourself. The coaches do a whole lot, right? Take it upon yourself, write down the kid's name and number, double space, bring it up here to the press box. We'll be more than happy to read it out when they make a big play in the game.
All right, here we go again with another play. It's a keeper. He's running to the right.
41, that's Tyler Lambert there. He's
breaking a few tackles.
Running hard. We got some flags. We got flags all over the field.
It looks like maybe a horse collar.
Yeah, face mask, horse collar, something.
And all over the helmet.
Yeah. Man, got another kid down. I tell you what.
Practiced anatomy on his face. Jeez. I hope he's okay. That looked like it really hurt him.
Yeah.
They really can't.
Yeah, it's automatic 1st down.
They really can't risk getting someone hurt again.
No,
They've
you
had
can't.
a lot of people.
Well, you don't want to see it. You want good, clean play here. You know what I mean? You want it to.
Yeah, especially at this level, you want to see them playing clean, just having fun with it, because this is where they develop the love for the game.
Heck yeah.
It's not supposed to be all about winning. Winning is great, but you got to teach them the love of football.
That's right. That's exactly right. And you know what? The one thing about this is all these kids are going to be playing on the same team one day. You know, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So. All right. In comes Tyler off the field here.
That's 2 big key players on their offense.
You know what I like to see? Just there, number 79 for the Chiefs ran over. I don't know who it is, but he I think he just apologized. He may have accidentally, inadvertently grabbed a face mask or a horse collar there, and I think he just apologized for that. And that's a good thing to see, man. I tell you what.
I love seeing stuff like that.
Me too.
Just good sportsmanship. Especially when the coach doesn't tell them to, and they just do it
on their own. Yeah, that's right. Let's just assume for a minute that all these kids don't go pro and play in the NFL. They're going to have to be good human beings to get a good job one day and have good, healthy relationships with people. So that's good to see.
Unfortunately, that's something that's not seen much today.
Oh, that's a loose ball.
Fumble.
Fumble on the play. Chiefs fell on it. Number 78.
Number 78. Wow.
That's a huge turn of events with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left. The Chiefs take over, leading the game 14-7.
All they got to do now is run down the clock, and that is a big W for them.
Wow.
Not
Chiefs
to mention,
do they have another game today? Yeah, it's the second game today for the Chiefs.
This is, in fact, a doubleheader.
I think they played maybe at 11 and then came back and played, lost to the Titans and then came back and got their doing good right here leading this game. But, hey, plenty of time for something to happen. Seen a couple of turnovers here by both teams, so you never know what's going to happen. Imagine we'd see the Chiefs keep running the ball. They're going to keep handing the ball probably to number 44, I would imagine. That's what I would do if I was out there, Coach. What about you, Iceberg?
Yeah, it's only time for big plays right now, stuff that's going to run down the clock. I wouldn't necessarily worry about running out of bounds. Just keep them running the ball, keep them running downfield, run out the clock. They've already got the victory. They just need to keep the ball.
That's it.
I will say I've been very impressed with both coaching staffs today.
Well,
they've done a great job.
You're going to need a lot of clean snaps right here and 2 hands on the ball. Looks like about a 3 or 4 yard gain there, maybe a little bit more.
I love watching these kids push the pile because, a lot of teams don't work on that very much, but seeing them, go through the effort of pushing their teammate forward, those inches, like you said earlier, it's a game of inches, and those inches could really count.
Absolutely. All right. Clock, I believe the Broncos took a timeout. Is that correct, freshman?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that their second timeout of the half?
And that is a Southeastern Termite and Pest Control timeout.
Timeout. Good job, Berg.
Thank you.
Oh! Had a kid dive for a ball warming up just now. He looks like he landed on his head.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be good.
Put a little dirt on it. Bread and ketchup.
That's right.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Big run
Did he
by
stay in
number
bounds
15.
there? That's going to be the question on this.
It looks like they have. All the referees have moved down here.
Did he stay in?
He got the first down, so that's...
Is the ball? Did he stay in bounds? That's the question. If not, they're going to have to burn a timeout.
I don't think they really need to burn a timeout. You know, they have the ball. They're up.
No. The Broncos are going to have to burn a timeout.
Oh.
They're on defense. Stepped out of bounds. That stops the clock. We're looking at 3rd and 1 here. Is that correct? So maybe he wasn't out of bounds. All right, big 3rd down play. It's a big play for the Broncos. They got to get this stop here. Got to have a good push up front. And it looks like they got it. Oh, the Chiefs picked it up. Oh,
he's
man,
done.
44.
He is done.
Wow, that's a busted play, but 44 is a heads-up player. He's going to beat everybody by 25 yards. Takes it all the way to the house. Minute 33 left in the game, pending the extra point. It is the Chiefs 20, Broncos 7. What a big play there. Looks like they were going to be looking at a 4th down, and my man number 44, I'd love to know his name, just picked it up, toted it all the way in.
That was a great job.
We got a
keeping
flag.
it nice. Uh-oh. Oh, it was against the Broncos. The touchdown still stands. The penalty was declined. The Chiefs are now putting down the Broncos.
Yeah, that's a flag on the coach here.
A flag on the coach?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was here.
On which team?
Unsport, was that what that was?
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the coach. Apparently some things were said.
Unsportsmanlike. Okay, we're not sure of what the call was there, where the penalty will be assessed.
It would be assessed off the after the touchdown.
Yeah. All right. Point that. Answer your questions at home. The touchdown still stands. It's still 20-17, pending the extra point here.
And I believe that penalty was on the Broncos.
It was 100% on the Broncos.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You would think with being down this far, they wouldn't be making
Yeah,
mistakes
well,
like that. But
hey,
everyone
there's still
gets
plenty of
into
time
it.
in a game. You never know. These kids could lay a ball on the ground like we saw just then. That could very easily, Bronco picked that up and took it the other way. So still minute 32 left in the game. Never know what's going to happen. But this is the extra point pending here.
All right, let's see what they decide to go for. I think they should go for 2. Why not? They're ahead. Oh, they're going to hand it off. They're going to go for 1.
Oh,
and
44. He walks it in. Wow, it looks like they had him back, and he just ran it hard up the middle. Number 44 for the Chiefs has got really good field vision, guys. That was a stretch play to the right. That's exactly what that was right there. And there was about 6 Broncos waiting on him, so he cut that thing up through a hole that was big enough to drive a van in right up the middle. He sees the field really good to be either in 2nd or 3rd grade. What a great job.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Broncos take over.
I can't help but notice the Broncos coach is getting a little agitated with their team.
Yeah, that's going to happen. You want to, because these kids, I promise you, they're going to look better in practice than they look right now. That's on either side of the ball. You just want them to do what you know they can do. That's the thing. The kids know how to do it, and sometimes they just.
Looks like the ball is marked about the
15-yard line, maybe, or 10-yard line. Yeah.
14 yard line.
Yeah, the penalty's going to be assessed on their next possession is what that looks like. All right, 21-7, minute 32 left in the game. If you're a Chiefs fan, you're hoping for a big play here. They got a kid running off the field. That's number 81 there for the Broncos.
We got 10 guys over
Fumble.
Fumble on the play. Chiefs have the ball.
Fortunate turn of events, and we got 2 Broncos down.
Yeah, 2 more Broncos are down there.
Man, the Broncos are walking with a limp. They better be careful. They only have a minute to make up what they lost.
Yeah, a minute 27 seconds left in the game. Wow, Chiefs have dominated this second half. And I tell you, from what I understand, gentlemen, I missed the first quarter, but the Broncos kept the ball the entire first quarter, scored, and since then it's been all Chiefs a whole lot, 21 unanswered points.
They have.
I think
Chiefs,
the injuries have got them. You know, they've had a lot of kids hurt today for the Broncos. And it makes it tough, man. If you've got a key kid missing on a block or something like that, depending on what you're doing on offense or defense at this age, it's gonna make it hard for everybody else.
It is.
Yeah, is that okay? Joyner's number 65 there. Yeah, it's Michael Joyner. Yeah, he's injured. He looks okay. Maybe just a little shaken up there. All right, here we go. Minute 27. Maybe it'll just take a knee here.
All right, he keeps it. He runs down the middle,
That's
gets a few
number
yards,
65.
breaks one tackle, but he's brought down. It looks like about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, I think so.
It'll be 2nd down and 5, if I'm correct. Well, no, actually, about 2nd down and 4.
Broncos making a couple substitutions here with 55 seconds and counting down coming into the game.
You know, seeing number 44 run like he does, it makes me really wonder if they take special time out just to train with him, because that kid has great feet and great eyes, especially when it comes to this age.
He sure does. Looks like that play was brought down in the backfield there. Good stop by the Broncos.
That's okay, though. All they got to do was wait it out, and they've won the game.
Yeah, 22 seconds left and counting.
I think
Broncos,
they should put in
Chiefs
some...
are going to pull this out 21-7.
And that is the game.
They're going to walk off the field here.
Should, yes.
Yeah, they're not even going to.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see one last play. 9
No.
seconds. Yeah,
That's
you're
good
not going to be able to get a play
sportsmanship.
off.
No point in running up the score.
That's
They've
right.
already won.
Good job. Good job by both teams. I tell you what, it was a good game. A lot of big plays on either side. I tell you, just the turnovers down on their side of the field, that hurt the Broncos a little bit that game. That was a lot of fun. Want to invite you guys to check out the Hornet Vision channel early and often on YouTube. We have all things Medina here all the time, from high school sports to middle school sports to 2nd and 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade sports, all here on the Hornet Vision.
And not to mention having people like Mayor Coleman and Chief Lowry.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to them about different things going on in the city starting next week. So you guys, you keep checking out our YouTube channel, Hornet Vision 38355. And for Chuck Walker and Iceberg, we're signing out. We're gonna get ready for the next game.
We sure are.
All right, you guys have a great day, and thank y'all for watching.